Oh, I just had the worst dream ever. I dreamt that all of my bales came to life, and they took the form of a human. Oh, I need to get some air. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Survival Challenge. To start off with today, we're going to complete the sugar beet, which really shouldn't take too long. It's been almost completed. Thank you to everybody who mentioned the headers for that sugar beet harvester. I was actually confused about what the other headers were for. Apparently, they are for many different crops, different multi-fruit, so we'll be able to use this hopefully on other maps. And also, I was told there was a potato header as well, so we could even use this same harvester for potatoes, which is really good, because it's pretty fast. It doesn't take too long to harvest even a relatively big field, unless it's just because it feels like that because I've been spreading it over several episodes. Anyway, we'll do that. We then have the pig food, the pits just over here, because I want to build the pig farm. I haven't got to the bottom yet of the issue I'm having with placing the pig farm. For some very strange reason, I can't actually open the animal pen category. Does nothing. So I'm still looking into that. 24%, so that's alright. We don't need it yet anyway. This needs to be picked up. We need to row it and put it into the silage pit. Bit of extra money from the grass, which is going to be dug up anyway. It's going to be replaced with gravel, most likely. And yeah, we also have the big grass field over here. But I don't know if we're going to do anything with that at the moment, because my focus is going to be on replanting the other fields, the sugar beet field and what was the sunflower field. So yep, let me just get into the beet harvester. I suppose we should take a trailer over there. We do have this one here, so we'll take that. It would be good to have maybe two trailers, because it fills them up so quickly. So there is the first trailer, and actually I suppose we could just use the same tractor on both. Might make it easier. But yeah, the other thing is my plan to build or grow a large forest, because we can do different things with the wood. We don't have to just keep taking it to the wood chipper. We could have a placeable. But yeah, it's going to take a long time to grow the forest anyway. I think I would do a mixed forest, so essentially what we have here, we have the pine trees and we have the spruce trees. Have a good mixture, because these ones are much denser. These ones obviously have just a massive trunk and then all the foliage at the top. So that's going to be something else to do very soon. But I just want to thank everybody who has left those really nice comments. I think it was in the previous episode, maybe the episode before. But yeah, so supportive, saying how much you enjoy the series and how much it's helped you. I mean, that's incredible to hear. I think to hear that my videos really, in some ways, improve people's lives is just astonishing. It's just, I can't thank you enough for saying these lovely words. It means so much to me, and to know that it is helping you is amazing. It really is. So, to anybody who isn't maybe in the best position ever, best wishes to you. I really wish everybody the best of luck. So, let's put this over here, keep the trailers pretty much together, and we will begin. Yeah, getting a bit dirty here. Probably needs to be cleaned, but we'll do it at the end. No point cleaning it before we finish. And with the amount that we have here, I think it'd be more than 2 trailers, but yeah, not too much more. We are going to be selling all the sugar beet. I suppose what we could do is just put it in a pile, and then when the pit is empty, we could fill it up again with what is in the pile. It just depends really what the price is. The current price for sugar beet. If it's rubbish, then we'll do that. If it's good, then we'll get it sold. But I suspect it's going to be pretty average. Yeah, so I probably should have emptied this first. The price is probably just at a fairly static position at the moment. Let's just see very quickly. Yes, actually I think it must be 189 all the time at the BGA. So that is the other good thing about having the BGA. We don't have to travel far with it. We can just tip it straight into it, and then at midnight we get paid. But these aren't huge figures, it's just a few £1,000s here and there, but it adds up, it really is useful. 10,000 litres at a time. Yeah, we actually do have the option to have a higher side on the Massey Ferguson trailer, but as I said before, I decided against it because technically that is for bulky, lightweight crops like chaff, grass, that sort of thing, not great big lumps of sugar beets. So we're just going to stick with what we have here. Eventually, I would like to have a big lorry trailer, maybe 50,000 litre capacity, that sort of thing, but it would probably be an older one, just because I think it would blend in with the series better. Okay, so yes, let's get all this done and I'll see you when it's finished. The final little bit, it should all fit into the trailer, which is the reason why I took the other one back, but yeah, just a little bit too wide for the header. You have to go down then back up, but that's fine because that's where the trailer is anyway. So once it's done, we're going to put everything away, tip the final load, and then we really need to look into getting a different drill. We do currently have those three. It's the same drill, but there's three of them, all connected together, which is actually really clever, and I have been very impressed by it, and it's really saved the farm, but it's just not what we're looking for anymore, because that was great as an initial setup, but now what we would ideally want to have is just an all-in-one setup. So just a single drill which we can just fold up very easily and put in a shed, and also possibly one which is a little bit wider, but that's probably going to be quite hard to achieve with the horsepower which we currently have. It's also not quite as easy to manoeuvre those, because they are, at the end of the day, just three drills joined together. So reversing is almost impossible. Right, so there we go, it's another 62%. But that sugar beet has been great. We will do some more at some point. Just unload that, try and fill it up at the back a bit more. It should fit. I hope it fits, but even if it doesn't, I can just take this over to the BGA and unload straight into it. Yeah, no problem at all. Right, so we'll head off, fold that up. It could do with some diesel. It could also do with a wash. So I think, yeah, we might as well get it ready for next time. At the moment, I don't really know which shed is best for it. I'd quite like to keep it on the far side behind the silage pit, but yeah, it's already pretty full. We have those bales in there, which I still want to sell, but the price is still... Well, I say the price is still bad, but maybe it isn't. Maybe the price is finally good enough. We shall find out. If it is good enough, then we can sell those bales and put this in its place. There might be space anyway, though, next to the other harvester. I think it's a potato harvester. Right, so I'll make it as clean as possible. And then we'll just put it to one side. As for diesel, we will get it refueled. But I think the combine is currently blocking the diesel tanks. So yeah, we'll do that when we have the combine out. Right, so yeah, I don't know if it cleans right up. It might be part of the texture. We'll put it somewhere out of the way. Like over here. Yeah, I think it's going to fit next to the potato harvester. Can't really see, but just guessing where we're going. If we hear a thud, we know I've made a mistake. Okay, how was that? Good enough. That's fine. Okay, nice. So as for the bales, let's check the price. The price is currently still rising. So very soon, these are going to be put onto the bale trailer and taken to the sell point. And there are quite a few. So I look forward to that. Let's focus on the grass over here. We need to get it rowed up and then picked up and put into the pit. And here we have another 16,222 litres here. Almost a full trailer. It certainly makes it easier being able to reverse up to the pit to tip instead of having to dump it on the ground first. It's going to be interesting to see how much money we make at midnight. Like I said before, it's not going to be that impressive, but even if it's £5,000 to £8,000, that's still pretty good. Okay, so we've got the John Deere over there, and we have the little windrower in there as well. And we can also connect another implement to the back, so I would have thought we could connect a loading wagon. If we put... oh, it's already got something in it, hasn't it? Right, so we need to get that sold. Yes, if we can do all in one, so we row and we collect at the same time, that would save a lot of time, even though it's just a small field. But it really adds up, having to cover the same ground twice. I will see you over at the store. Not bad though, 42% of a load of corn stalks, because they're worth a bit. Should give us a few £1,000s. I really would like to get a bigger tractor soon, as well as what we already have. I don't really want to get rid of anything. We're starting to get enough money though to consider bigger machinery. And as somebody pointed out in a previous episode, I think it was 2 episodes ago, they said the sense of achievement would be really immense if you could see this entire series going from starting with the Ferguson tractor with the little car trailer all the way to buying huge machinery without leasing or adjusting the price of mods. Everything has been done without cheating on this series, with the exception of the super strength for the trees. Everything else has been done properly. So it really is amazing to see the transformation without taking shortcuts. Okay, so let me just get everything sorted out, and then we can hopefully fit that to the back of the windrower. I called it a wind baler before, when we had the baler on the back, so what's it called now? A wind loader? Yeah, that would work. Or would it be a wind wagon? Actually, that sounds more hilarious. We're wind-wagoning. Okay, so here we go. Onto the back. If I turn the right way. There we go. I can't really see why there'd be an issue. I think it'd be fine. Shouldn't have a power issue. Oh, hang on. Does seem to be lifting up. Maybe there is an issue. Well, yeah, clearly it doesn't work. Well, it does work, but not perfectly, because it has lifted the windrower up. I think the loading wagon has lifted the windrower, but it looks like it is working enough to get it done, even though it looks ridiculous. Okay, if it was a huge field, I would have to stop. Might have to stop anyway. How come it feels like the loading wagon is pushing the windrower? How is that even possible? Yes, okay. Yeah, we're going to have to... sorry, that was very deep voice there. Let me just do it very quickly. We'll have to do it separately. Bit of a shame, but yes, as I said, at least it's not a huge field. I think the setup is really designed for a baler. It is just going to be a case of going up and down a few times, and then we'll be using the loading wagon, getting it put into the pit. I will have to move the conveyor belt, but that's a very quick job. And I think it's going to have to be in the next episode where we sell the drills and we replace them with something a bit different. I'm going to be looking at all the different possibilities, and also I'll probably be looking at the different tractors as well. Because if I can find an old big tractor, we may be able to afford it to go with a bigger drill. As I said before, we're not going to sell the Ferguson. It's worth so little, but it's worth so much to us. The Massey Ferguson is too valuable to us as well. The Blue Fiat, yeah, it's very useful, and the John Deere is currently our highest horsepower, I think. So really there is nothing that I want to replace. Anyway, there we go, we're done. Let's get that folded up and we'll put it back into the shed. I always hit the wall with this thing. But at least we can get it into a tight corner. Now for the conveyor belt, let's just really quickly move it. Probably best if I go and park it in front of the trailer shed at a snail's pace. And that is now free to put all the grass into. I won't cover it over just yet because I might put some more grass in. I haven't fully decided, but yeah, most likely it'll be compacted and covered over in the next episode. And there we have it, a nice clear field. But 30,000 litres, you see, from just a very small patch of grass. It's worth doing. Because if that had just been covered over with gravel, what would that be losing? 30,000 of fermented silage. I would guess at around £8,000 to £10,000 on the difficulty that we're playing at. If we're playing easy, then yeah, over £30,000. Which really makes it look overpriced, but anyway, we won't get into that. So that piece of grassland is now ready to be developed into a pig farm very soon. But as I said, I want to do a big forest at some point. I think the best place to put the big forest is going to be in this field. We won't cover up the entire field, but we'll cover up a good section of it. We may even just expand across here from there. I guess the little hill that we've got is a good place to cover with trees, because it's always harder work running the tractors up and down it. But yeah, next episode, potentially different tractor, definitely different drill. We're going to do that field, we're going to do this field, and hopefully sell all those bales as well. So we have a lot of work ahead of us. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.